Hi, welcome to the Hotseat podcast. I'm with Bill Fisher here of Twitter Job Search. I knew he was going to be slightly different and very interesting to capture when he handed me this, his business card. And I don't know if you can see this, but it's very small, so very innovative and different. And in his own words, they save trees by not printing on the standard size business card. So without further ado, I'm going to let Bill introduce himself and what the company does. Bill, tell us a little bit more about Twitter Job Search and everything else that you do.
Sure. So my name is Bill Fisher. I'm a co-founder of the company Work Digital, and we're a search technology company. But we specialize kind of in finding jobs on the web. So what we do is we teach computers how to read, and we've taught them how to read jobs. So we can just kind of spider crawl the web, try to find job offers, index them, and build an index of those jobs.
Oh wow! So and Twitter Job Search is another tool.
Yeah. So we've a product at twitjobsearch.com or twitterjobsearch.com. It was really just kind of a tech experiment for us. So about a year ago, we've taught our computers how to read jobs. Could they read tweets? So what we do is we process all 40 million tweets every day in real time, try to find which ones are jobs and which ones aren't jobs. And if we think it is a job, we then will spider any pages they link to, look at other things a person tweets to find additional data to attach to that tweet. So somebody could just tweet like, yeah, we're thinking of hiring a new associate, and we'll find out where the job is, what the company is, what the offer is, what the job spec is, have all that indexed.
So this is useful for job seekers, but also recruiters who may want to research the market and see who's recruiting.
Oh, absolutely. So we're mainly a consumer-facing internet company. So we get a couple 100,000 unique job seekers to the site every month looking for job offers that are found in Twitter. But we're also working with companies like KFC and Adidas and AstraZeneca. And we kind of help them manage some of their online social media recruitment efforts.
Wow!
So we work with a number of companies just to kind of help them use best practices. For over 1,000, we will for over 1,000 companies, we actually take an XML feed of all their jobs, convert them to tweets, put them into Twitter. We also have them indexed. And might even feature them on our.
Wow! And how did you get into all of this?
My background really is in building consumer-facing web companies. So I'm really just an entrepreneur at heart. So since '96, I've been building consumer-facing web companies. Everything from an online drugstore to an online karaoke site to.
Well, certainly an entrepreneur. And, I mean, I'm going to ask you the quick fire round. Now, tell me a little bit, what's your, I was going to say best recruitment experience, but I mean, maybe you can talk a little bit about your best experience setting up Work Digital Twitter Job Search so far.
Yeah, so we're kind of like matchmakers that we put people together, but we never get invited to the wedding. So we don't. So we know that well over 1 million job seekers have used our Twitch Job Search product. We're working with leading companies. We know every month we send several 100,000 leads to those job offers. So we don't really know what happens after that, but we get lots of kind of thank you tweets and
that's quite gratifying, I guess.
It's kind of rewarding. So we every day we'll get hundreds to thousands depending on the day, just tweets just talking about our product and talking about their experience with the product, and we use that for feedback to make our product better because a lot of them tell us what's wrong with our product.
Great way.
Most of the time, they're just saying I just saw this cool thing and check it out. So.
Yeah, great way to use Twitter there for feedback, etc., and testing. Yeah. And what's your worst experience thus far in setting this whole thing up?
A challenge for doing something new is the education process that's involved. So when we did our first sales calls, we'd have to start the sales meeting just talking about what is Twitter. And it's really just difficult sitting with somebody who doesn't use social media at all to all of a sudden you say, well, there's a thing called a tweet and then a retweet, and then if you put a D and then the person's name, it's a kind of a direct reply, but they need to follow you. And by the time you're doing that, one, nobody has any idea what you're talking about, so they just think you're a crazy person speaking gibberish. And two, you haven't even been able to talk about your product and what the benefits are.
I mean,
So that was our biggest challenge, was kind of that education challenge initially. So.
and I mean, with Twit Job Search, I mean, you're at the cutting edge, very leading from the front there. I mean, how is recruitment going to look in 5 years' time from the aspect, from the sort of work that you do for the recruitment industry?
Yeah, we think a lot about the future, but we also are very cognizant that a year ago we hadn't even thought of building a search engine that search tweets for jobs. So it's a product. We had an idea for. We've got it built. We had no idea if anyone would use it. We had no idea if recruiters would use Twitter to find candidates. So the interesting trend, though, is we think that recruitment is really moving to the cloud. And so the combination of job seekers having an online identity and then having the job surfaced on the web, and then the corporate boards, and then just building tools that just kind of put all those, using fuzzy logic to start kind of putting those open job offers with appropriate candidates and doing all that in the cloud so that nobody has to do any work. Yeah. So people can just kind of sit back and wait for jobs to find them.
So people like us have it easy because we don't really get to see the hard work that goes behind the scenes. He just said fuzzy logic, and I was like, what? What's the best advice you've been given from a business point of view?
The best advice? Oh, I don't know. I know I've given lots of terrible advice. Yeah. I don't know it's terrible at the time. Like, I don't try to sabotage people, but like later I think about it, think, that probably wasn't really useful.
Any examples?
No, I mean, I'm sure, but it'll take probably so many.
And what's your favorite saying or phrase that you can think of?
Oh, I don't have any. So what we, as a company, basically we try anything. So something we try, like if somebody in the company has an idea, one of the things we know is we have no idea what's a good idea and what's a bad idea. So somebody will have an idea. We will quickly build a prototype for it. We'll quickly put it live. We'll do a little announcement. Most of the time, nobody is interested. Like most of the time, we learn afterwards it's a stupid idea. But every once in a while, like one of our products, it kind of takes off. So like Google launched a product called Buzz on Wednesday of last week. We started looking at it. We were wondering if there was a way we could index all of the buzzes. And we noticed that no other company kind of built a third-party search engine for Buzz, so we built the world's first search engine for Buzz. We kind of worked for 96 hours straight, launched the product 2 days ago, had it featured in TechCrunch and CNET and like hundreds of other blogs.
So it's working all right, and
so it works great. We've had several thousand users of the product. We have people who want to license that data. But again, that was an idea somebody had on Friday morning, and we thought, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if there's a way we could,
Excellent. So what is the tool called? It's for obviously Google Buzz?
It's called Buzzy with 3 Zs or 3 Zs. Yeah. So it uses 3Z or 3Z technology. Yeah. We don't. It has 3 Zs because we're too cheap to buy a better URL. So it's buzzzy.com.
Okay, you got that, guys. If you're on Google Buzz, great tool there. What is sum up the recruitment industry in 3 words? Maybe from a Twitter perspective.
Yeah, I don't even. The U.S. is so different from the U.K. In terms of the recruitment industry. In 3 words, painful for job seekers. I think it's probably the 3 words. I know, having been a job seeker and then having built tools to help job seekers, that nobody really has nailed it yet. Like we're trying, we keep building new products, we hope to make it a little better, but we know it's still not great for people looking for work.
So painful for job seekers pre-Twit search days and pre-Google Buzz search days. And okay, let's get to know you a little bit better now. So favorite color?
Gray.
Nice. Favorite holiday destination? Where do you go to relax?
I don't know. I grew up in Santa Barbara, California, which is always 23 and sunny, or always 72 and sunny, depending on how you measure temperature. Yeah. I've got family there. It's just I live in London.
California.
I live in London where it rains.
Absolutely.
It's just a place where you know it's going to be warm and sunny, so it's nice, and see family.
What are you reading at the moment?
Oh, it's a good question. So one book I won't mention because it's a little embarrassing, kind of dumb. I just picked up a Confederacy of Dunces.
Okay.
Just because for some reason all of a sudden many people were referencing it. I hadn't read it. It was kind of on a list of things to read.
Okay, and have you got an iPod? And if so, what music are you listening to at the moment?
I do have an iPod. Pretty random assortment of music. It's difficult to... anything from like 80s Europop to hip-hop to... So, in terms of like Elbow put out a really great album last year, so I think it was one of the best albums last year.
And if you were Prime Minister or President for the day, what would you do?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Spend the day thinking about what to do.
So a private jet would be great. So it seems like you just have to take advantage of that. So
maybe you could do
here in London, like it would be like go someplace warm.
private jet.
Just go down to the Maldives. Yeah, do some sort of ribbon cutting ceremony or something, and then on the beach.
Private jet, Maldives. Maybe do some tweets while you're up there.
Well, sure, why not? Sure.
And if you had a superpower for the day, what would it be?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably time travel.
Oh, yeah?
Time travel. So.
You want to go backwards or forwards?
Yeah, either. Well, probably not. Both. I mean, I guess both. So a lot of people do they have no regrets. Yeah, for anything they've done in life. I don't know that I've got regrets, but like if I could do some things differently, like I'd probably go back and do them. Like I'm very happy with where I am. I wouldn't be here if I hadn't made all those mistakes. But if I had the ability to like do some things differently, I could probably do it and just take a roll of the dice and see where I ended up. So.
And would you, if you had a choice to freeze to death, burn to death, or be eaten by a shark?
Yeah, freeze. Freeze, yeah.
Why?
It's a no-brainer. So.
You know, a lot of people have said they'd rather be eaten by a shark.
No way. No, freeze.
Imagine that on Twitter, though.
Yeah. No, sure. No, absolutely. All the YouTube hits would be great. You live.
Yeah, especially if it was caught on film. And
I hate being cold, but it seems like.
Well, yeah, because you'd become numb, so you wouldn't feel the pain.
Yeah.
And finally, sum yourself up in 3 words.
I don't know. I'm an entrepreneur, so I like creating.
Creative entrepreneur.
Yeah, I used to be a proper musician. In a way, I sort of think of myself a little bit as a musician, but probably need to do something with music.
So you're almost like a forward-thinking entrepreneur. Forward-thinking entrepreneur.
Sure, and I'm vain. I'm pretty vain. So.
Hey, I didn't give you a 4th word.
Vain entrepreneur.
He's vain because he's taking more words than I gave. I said 3. He's taken about 10.
Yes, so such a complex, richly nuanced individual that 3 words. Yeah, let's do it.
You can't do it. Well, I love your business card. I think what you're doing is great. I really hope everyone catches on, and I'm sure it's just going to go crazy for you out there.
No, it's been a great year.
Yeah, thank you so much for sitting on the hot seat.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye, Bill.